Good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock on a Saturday, so you know what that means. It means we are here for HLC's Saturday Solutions, where every Saturday for about 10 to 15 minutes, Krista and I give a little tips and tricks of things we've learned in life and business to help us move forward in life and business. So that's what we're talking about today. Krista will be joining us shortly. I'm Christina Rue. I'm the Vice President here at HLC Bookkeeping and the trainer. So we usually start each Saturday Solutions where we kind of recap what we talked about last week in case you missed it. And then we introduce 3 new topics for discussion and maybe feedback that we've had on others. So last week's topic, and Krista keeps the notes, so I'm going to try to read her writing, so bear with me. So basically we talked about unplanned interruptions. When things happen and you have to renegotiate your path, how to handle that and maybe not think of it as the stress-filled solution or a stressful situation, but find a solution that will cause less stress as you go. And then the second one is something about paying the bills. I have no idea. Crystal will have to help us there.
Just because you will doesn't mean
Oh, that's what she said. Just because you will doesn't mean the bank knows you will. And we talked about the documentation you have to get ready if you want to get a loan from the bank. And let's welcome Krista Lee Rue.
Hi.
The president of HLC. And then the third thing we talked about was the importance of training and staying trained as you grow, because you have to know to grow and it helps you grow to know. So there you go. That was very rhymey.
She's on today.
Woohoo! All right, so today's solutions. One is a revisit. We had talked about the transition to the MyPath system with when you have multiple companies. And the research that I have done was on the MyPath website, where basically you get one sign-in for you as a person, and they only want one sign-in for you. So what do you do if you have multiple companies? So what we found is you can request to then view that other company as that login. So, but you have to be in your login to do it, because you can't set up another login with the same email. So something to know, I guess, if you're a multiple business owner in the state of Pennsylvania. So there you go. And if you have trouble, they do have very helpful videos, which I didn't know they had. And they had helpful, what is that? The chat little thing that pops up.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so it's getting better and better. I'm liking it more and more, this new site. So just that's a follow-up. Check it off the list. I told ya.
All right. And topic number 2 we want to talk about, and it's celebrating the victories. When you've met a goal that you have worked for, whether it's short-term, medium-term, long-term, and you met it and you did it, celebrate it, acknowledge it in some fashion.
Correct.
Because so many times we're like, okay, check mark, let's move on. The small moments of joy in life are what make life worth living.
Nicely
So
said.
let us celebrate when we do that, whether it's calling your mentor and saying, I did it, I hit the goal. Let's go out and, have a ice cream.
Celebratory
That's what I do.
dinner.
That's right. Something, but acknowledge it in some way with someone so that they can be joyful with you. It's a big deal. And people should know you're moving forward in life, because we are cheerleaders for those around us.
Yep.
So let's do that. Because we recently, it was just a little small goal, but Christina's like, we didn't even acknowledge that. We just blew past it.
And we paid cash.
Yeah.
For getting what we wanted and needed for the training room.
That's right.
We paid cash for it. No credit. That's a huge accomplishment.
That's right.
So that's it.
Yeah. And we did it within 1 month. We said, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And we did it.
Yeah. Because we basically set a goal for ourselves that anything we want to do as we improve our office space, it can't be put on
Or
credit.
cash flowing it.
Has to be cash flowed or you
That's
don't
right.
get it. And we did it. We did it. We did it. So we're
Yep.
very, very excited by that. So that's good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. So, topic number 3 is we're actually looking for bookkeepers to hire.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been looking a while, talking to a lot of people. And we're like, there's not a lot of people out there that have the skill set we're particularly looking for. And I'm like, why?
I even had clients looking for administrators and bookkeepers.
I have
and they
4
can't find
clients right now
Yeah.
looking for bookkeepers.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm like, why are we having trouble with this? So
Exactly.
I went researching because that's what I do.
That's what she does.
And like I had heard in all my professional groups that, hey, there's going to be a shortage as people retire, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't have the statistics. Well, now I have the statistics.
Mm-hmm.
So within the next 10 years, 53% of all bookkeepers, as defined by the Bureau of Labor Statistics and the Small Business Administration, are retiring. 53%. So that means that's already started.
Yeah.
They've already started retiring.
Yeah, because
So-
that's age 55 and up.
Right.
So,
Right. So the good thing about bookkeeping, people tend to stay later than 65 because we like it. It's fun.
Mhm.
You know?
It's true.
So, but 53% of the industry is retiring in the next 10 years. So that's great for us
Yeah.
as a bookkeeping firm.
Mhm.
However, it's going to create a big problem for a lot of my small business. Because, like, let's face it, we specialize in micro business. It's not even small business, because small business is defined as less than 500 people. Most of our clients for employees
Or less than 20.
are less than 20.
Yeah.
So, like, if the big guys, corporate and all that, are scooping up all the bookkeepers, what are we going to do? So,
Get trained. We talked
that's
about
it.
training.
We talked about training last week, and that's one of the things they said. Look around in your organization. There might be someone who's a receptionist or even filling some other part that has nothing to do with accounting. But you know, they're pretty smart.
They're detail oriented.
Right. And maybe they're in a part-time position that you need, but hey, maybe I could hire them for the other 20 hours as a bookkeeper and get them trained. So like we have to start thinking outside of normal
business
parameters.
operation.
Right.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, and also partner with trade schools, community colleges. Say, hey, do you have an internship program? If so, can I have one?
Yeah.
Because think how good it is if you find a good intern and then they graduate and you're right there to offer them the job. They're yours. We talked about that. Now, yes, technology is going to be a part of the future. And could that take some of the burden away of
Absolutely.
the basic data entry?
Well,
Absolutely.
And it's already happening where now you have in QuickBooks where people, they can train basically QuickBooks to recognize, hey, every time I stop at Staples or Office Max, it's office supplies. So just put it in my register.
Right.
Now you're still going to have somebody look at it because sometimes QuickBooks gets this wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes it puts it in that uncategorized asset for no apparent reason whatsoever. So
you're always
still
going
have to have
need
somebody
people.
looking
Right.
at your information. But
Right.
like there are things absolutely that bookkeepers and like bookkeepers deserve kudos. Sometimes they are low man on the totem pole in an office.
And there's a lot of bookkeepers encompasses a lot. It could be a data entry clerk. And that's honestly, that's what they do. But then there's other people who do reconciling, analysis, budgeting, strategic planning. That's all under that bookkeeping umbrella.
Because you have to have that bookkeeping knowledge
Right. You have to
in
have the
order
basics.
to build up.
That's right.
in order to
Because if
build
your foundation is strong, then you can move forward
it. Mhm.
knowing it's strong.
Correct. And like we
Right.
became QuickBook Pro advisors because it was the #1 software in the world. So a lot of people were using it or should be using it. So
Right.
like you can start as a bookkeeper and elevate yourself and grow
That's right.
as you learn more and more skills.
That's
Mhm.
right. Because
Absolutely.
you know how we always preach about
Yeah.
educate yourself
Yeah.
constantly.
And I'm going to go off on a tangent here because it's not just about the bookkeeping industry. You and I have both been, us two plus the audience here, you've been out and about where all we see are please bear with us, staff shortage.
That's true.
Have patience, staff shortage.
Right.
There's a lot of industries now.
Because this is even pre-COVID. We had all these people retiring.
Correct.
So that could have even accelerated.
Correct. That's exactly correct.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So like there's going to be a lot of industries that, yeah, you can come in a starting position, but there's room to grow and get knowledge. And even if that company is not small and there's no room to grow there, you're getting a skill set that's going to help you grow in the future. So like there's way wonderful things you can do by just getting in the workforce and starting to get your skills
That's
on.
right. And you employees out there, don't you be afraid to ask for those positions that will elevate you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because when you go home at night, you can be reading.
Mm-hmm.
You can be educating yourself. You don't have to have a degree. You have to have the knowledge.
Correct. That's a great way to put it too. So there's things that you can do to help elevate yourself, elevate the business you work for. And yeah, you can go out on tangents and say, hey, I heard you were looking for someone to do this. Maybe that's something we could add to my job.
Yeah, even YouTube. There's tons of tutorials on QuickBooks on YouTube. Tons.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah, so there's tons of things you can do as an individual to better yourself and move forward and get that higher paying job.
Right. Or you can call your local neighborhood bookkeeping firm and have them train you.
Correct.
But there are options, people. Take them.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's our 3.
That's our 3. We're going to throw a 4th.
That's right. We are.
We're throwing a 4th in because just last night, we had a moment where something went wrong with the mechanical device in my home.
Freezer.
Or Chris's home.
Yeah, freezer.
That, like, literally, I just wanted to walk away and be like, let it all thaw. That's where I was. So we figured it out. We fixed it, whatever.
After yelling and screaming.
Right. But then, of course, today when I'm doing my devotional, I read this. And I'm like,
well, say what the book is. Because this is from our mama.
Yeah. This is Daily Inspirations to help you always land on your feet. So it's little kitty cat things. So our older silent partner, Dina, will love this because she loves our kitty cat euphemisms here. But anyways, so the one for today, after the chaos last night of doing mechanical things, which I'm not good at. Peace. Be an instrument of peace. Like an instrument carries and radiates music, make an effort to carry and radiate peace each day. It begins in your mind, settles into your body, and it can be seen on your face, and it can be heard in your words.
And your tone.
Yes. This world needs peace, and it can begin with you. That's so beautiful. After where there was no peace last night, as we're trying to fix that refrigerator thing, whatever that ice maker
freezer
thing, whatever it was. Let's not talk about it. I've found peace.
We're in a better place.
We're in a better place.
That's right.
Yeah. So that was the bonus today. Find your peace. Take your moment when you need it. And that's what we should have done last night before we even started. We should have taken that moment to find peace so that we could be productive instead of yelling and screaming and saying words
telling
that were
me to
inappropriate.
go away. You're not helping me. Go away.
Exactly. I did say that. I apologize.
That's okay.
I did. I'm like, you're annoying me.
But I was wise enough to walk away.
Mm-hmm. And I fixed it.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
yay.
All right.
Yay us for you listened.
I listened. All right.
right.
So, HLC Bookkeeping and Office Services, 513 Lowry Avenue, Jeanette, PA, 7245617460. And our email is office@yourhlc.com. And I hope you have a blessed day.
Have a wonderful
Looks nice
Saturday.
out.
Not quite as sunny as it could be, but the sun is out there if you can move some of the clouds away.
All right. Have a good one. We're over 15.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.